You see the uptick as soon as Biden takes office. And how many people would you say you see crossing over your property in a week?
Oh, it varies. Just a few days ago, there were 7 of them one afternoon. We find remnants of them. A lot of them move at night because it is cooler. So when you go through the pastures, you can find their backpacks, their clothes, everything that they left behind when the smugglers picked them up.
Mm.
It's a huge mess.
I used the term invasion earlier because I saw you on Fox using that word. Why do you say that it feels like an invasion at this point?
Because they are everywhere. They are all over your property. They are, the bailouts that happen. These vehicles drive up and down our road, and we live on a dead end little dirt road. All hours of the night, you see a vehicle going past, and you know that there are people out there going to jump in those vehicles. And it's, when you don't know who is on your property at any given time, it is so unnerving that it's an invasion.
Do you have any reason to believe that they have drugs or illegal contraband, weapons, anything like that on them?
Our local Border Patrol have told us that they do carry weapons of some sort, and they will tell us, don't approach them. If they come to your door, do not answer the door. Just consider them armed and dangerous. And so that's what we do.
I read, I think your husband Marcus owns like a fishing and hunting and apparel store. Okay.
Yes.
So I read an interview, I think it was him, who was saying he found some ammo on your property, some sort of like hollow point bullets. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, and that's also very unnerving.
My God.
Because that's where we live, and we no longer walk around outside. If we leave our house, we have a gun on us. We are constantly vigilant, even if we're just going outside to, feed the animals, whatever it may be. We are constantly watching our surroundings because they have been known to, approach ranchers and take over their vehicles and take off. And
this is another thing that I try to explain to my friends in New York, who are, for the most part, very anti-gun and want all sorts of restrictions on guns. And I say, it's wonderful for you living in your high-rise building with your doorman and several layers between you and any potential bad guys to take that position. But imagine if you didn't have a police force that would come in 2 seconds, right? Imagine if there were no layers between you and bad guys who are right in your backyard. So, I mean, they're kind of related. It's not an accident that a lot of folks who live in these more red states that are more rural and have to deal with these issues are not only opposed to this kind of immigration and want crackdowns, but are also pro-gun.
Correct. Unless you have been down here and unless you live down here, you have no idea. I'm sure that, when you call 911, somebody shows up relatively quickly for you. When we call 911, we're on our own, especially right now, since all of the troopers are now down in Del Rio. We have just a handful of troopers left in our county. In fact, my husband came upon, there were 7 illegal aliens on our property. He called for the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol told him, I can't send anybody to you because all of my agents are in the neighboring county processing people. So
is Del Rio where that is? That's close to you?
We are about 2 hours from Del Rio.
Okay. And
yes.
And how old are you have 2 daughters? How old are they now?
18 and 16.
And so tell us what you've done to try to ensure their safety.
Well, we've had several discussions with them. And of course, being raised on a ranch, they are well versed with weapons, gun safety, things like that. And, as a parent, you obviously will do anything to protect your children. You kill somebody, you will protect your children. But when you have to have that talk with your kids about, they may have to take somebody's life to protect their own, that was a really hard conversation to have with them. And I never want them to be faced with that. But the way it stands currently right now, we have to do that. We have to have those conversations because, like I said, nobody's going to come when we call for help unless it's a neighboring rancher, which is what we do.